Hey, it's Swapnil here. So in this video, I'm going to be going over how I scaled my business from taking from 25K to 800K within 3 years and just a little bit more than 3 years. So this video, I'm going to go into some slides and quickly explain to you what my process has been, exactly how I did it. And there's going to be some stuff about my story as well, which is really, really important for you to see what my journey has been and how I've been able to do this. So let's just get straight into this. I'm going to try keeping this video as short as possible for you, but I'm really excited to be sharing this because it's been a good journey, and I just want to make sure that I can give you as much information as possible that's going to help you along the way as well. So let's get in here. So here we go. Now, as you can see, here's the title. I'm going to make it full screen for you. No, not that one. Slideshow. So, as I said earlier, this is the title: How I Scaled My Online Coaching Business from 25K to 800K in 3 years with one offer, one funnel, and doing 4 hours a day. And the system's called the Audience Attraction System. Now, who's this for? This is really important. This is not for beginners, because the strategy and stuff that I'm going to be showing you is not going to work for you, because when you're at the beginning stage, it's a totally different way of doing it. You have to go and get your first few clients. You have to it is a different strategy altogether. Secondly, this is not for if you're in that stage of your business where you just want to keep scaling. All you care about is just getting money off people, and you don't really care too much about the results, and you just literally want to create massive sales teams and just keep scaling. Unfortunately, if that's you, then this video is not for you at all, because I've done that stage before and I just didn't like it, and it's not the way I am. So if that is you, then I'm sorry, this video is not going to be good for you. But who's this actually for? Now, if you're someone that wants to make more profit without working less and having small team members, like just one or two team members, and if you're looking for more like a lifestyle business where you're able to travel where you want, work from where you want, literally is that laptop lifestyle. You're also really about client results, like you really care about your clients and you want to have fun along the way. If that is you, then this video is going to be perfect for you. This is exactly the model that I've created, and I'm sure it's going to be really valuable. Now, firstly, who am I? This is the first time we're meeting. I'm just going to go over this stuff with you, just to kind of explain to you what I've done. Here's a quick snapshot, and then I'm going to go into my story a little bit. Don't worry, I'm not going to bore you with it. The parts of my story I'm going to share with you are the bits that actually have helped me, and you'll get a lot of value from that as well. So firstly, my name is Swapnil Garg. I'm based in the UK, in Peterborough currently. I've been doing digital marketing for 13 years. I worked with over 300 martial arts schools, but in total, it's been over 500 businesses, local businesses, online businesses. I've ran 6 businesses of my own. Currently have 3: a coaching business, online coaching business, an agency. Them both are multi six figures. Well, actually, the property business as well which is more of a service accommodation, Airbnb style business. They all are multi six-figure businesses. And I've also invested over 75K in my own learnings. And basically, what I'm trying to show you here is that I do this every single day. So the system I'm going to show you is literally from doing it every day, and we're helping clients. And I've like a lot of active clients as well at the moment. So is the stuff I'm sharing is like literally working right now. So where did this all start for me? So it started in 2004, a long time ago now. Basically, what I did not realize was um, this aspect of my story was really, really helpful, basically, in what I've done. Now, as you can tell here, I'm a DJ. I actually have played a lot I started in 2004. I still play around a lot these days as well. Took a little break when I was running my businesses in between. But just to give you an idea, this is basically, I'm just showing you the proof here. I used to go and DJ a lot around the country in the UK, played at some of the biggest brands. As you can see by these pictures, I used to go out at weekends and yeah, pretty much play. But what I did not realize was when I was doing this journey, I was getting really good at marketing, because you have to market yourself to get gigs, to get yourself. Now, these are some of the brands that I've played for. There's much more, but I wanted to give you an idea, because if you're into this scene, and there's also, and there's, I'm going to share exactly why I'm sharing this with you as well in a bit. Um, So if you know these brand names, you'll know these are very, very big brand names in the trance music scene, in the electronic music scene. And I played at all of them, and I did for quite a while. So, and I still get gigs at these places. So what I'm trying to show you is that what I did here was I built a personal brand through DJing. I did not realize I did this early on. And back then there was no Facebook groups and things like that. I had my own group in a place called Don't Stay In. It was like a forum kind of thing, and I had people coming out supporting me and stuff. So really early on, I actually started this strategy really like many years ago. And it still works to this day because personal brand, if you see anything online these days, you'll see that being a personal brand is really important. Is how you is the reason why people buy from you. So it's because of you, who you are as a person. So DJing is a big part of my life. This is why I'm sharing it with you because I still do it to this day. It's a very I love it. It's basically how I've learned marketing as well. Now, from 2010 to 2016, I actually started my first business. This was a car body repair center. So what I did here was literally repair cars. I started it myself with my brother, ran that for 6.5 years, and then I sold it. But then, as you can see by these pictures, like basically, it was hard work. It was hard work. At one stage, we had like 7 staff. This is where I learned my marketing because I started a business. I had no idea how to repair cars because my brother thought it would be a good idea to start a business. Around 2008 was when the recession hit, like really bad one. And I graduated from uni. I did not know what to do. So my brother said, let's start a body shop. So I did. I moved to Peterborough, which was a new place for me. I didn't know anyone there, had no business contacts, nothing. So for me to start a business literally from scratch, no pun intended, but literally from scratch, and then taking it and then selling it. It was a very hard journey. The first 3 years, I didn't know what I was doing. I literally was figuring stuff out myself. I did business studies at university. It didn't really help me, to be honest. And here I had to learn the social skills and networking, and I think that that aspect of DJing helped me here as well because to DJ you have to network with promoters and stuff to get the gigs. And this is one thing that I took on board when I started this business was I needed to go and speak to other business owners. And here's a big tip for you: if you don't go to local networking events like BNI and stuff like that, it is really worth going to. Definitely take that because that's how I managed to find someone to buy my business as well. Now, here's some pictures just to prove to you like this was actually what I did. So I went through pictures you can see here. I was going to trade shows, doing racing with cars. This was my car for a little while. Loved that to bits. I still miss it to this day. And then I sold my business in 2016. That's where my online business started. But I actually learned marketing within them 6.5 years from that first business. It's where I learned Google Ads. I learned Facebook marketing just started then as well. And basically, after that, what I decided to do was start an agency. After selling the business, I didn't really know too much what to do, but I knew marketing was what I loved. So I started an agency and then I started teaching local business owners around Peterborough, speaking in front of people, teaching them exactly how the online world works and showing them what I did with the business. Because for me to sell that first business, I had to make it a multi six-figure business. I had to sell it. Where here was exactly what I showed people, what I did and how they can grow their business. Now, after that, I got introduced to this guy here and he helped me to get into the martial arts industry. That's how I got in. And he invited me on speaking in front of people, on teaching his mentorship program and stuff. So what I'm showing you here is just like showing you the actual proof or elements. So you can see here that I started getting invited to speak to on stages, and then I created a thing called the tap system, which was used in the martial arts industry because that's the niche I went down. And I helped over 200 schools, basically teaching them Facebook advertising, showing them how they could grow their schools, and it got very successful. And I got loads of like testimonials and things like this. Now, why I'm sharing you this stuff is the story element is very important, but it's also to show you proof. Whenever you're doing things like this, explaining to people, you need to show proof, and that's the reason why people buy it as well. And also, your story is what people want to know. And this is the reason why I'm sharing with you. I'm hoping I'm not boring you or anything like this, but it's really important for you to see the journey. So to date, I've helped over 350 schools in total, 500 businesses, because yes, martial arts schools was a niche I went into, but I also helped a lot of like other local businesses, online businesses. And to date is actually probably over 500. Now, this is what helped me to get in front of the right people as well. Learning a skill like this, like got on the right here, you can see I got to meet the Alfie Best, the billionaire. And then I also got to speak in front of more people. Got in front of a person called Matt Fides, who I helped him with. He's got largest martial arts franchise in the world. So he took me on board to become a consultant through there. I got to obviously Rob Moore lives in Peterborough. Met him a few times before, but obviously through Matt, I got to meet him more. And then what I'm trying to show you here is like the kind of people that when you get into the online world and you start building your business properly, it opens a lot of doors for you. So I started to meet so many people that it just felt like a dream to me, because these people obviously going to events and things and networking with them is really, really important to build your brand and your personal brand. Now, these are some mentors of mine that I learned a lot from. If you know much about the agency world, then you'll definitely know these people. Like the guy on the right does 1 million a month. It's crazy. So um, now what I want to show you is that this allowed me to start to help more people. And this is the journey I've been on. Now, in a minute or so, I'm going to explain to you my actual system called the audience attraction system and how that is different to everything else there and how it's helped me grow my businesses. So what I want to do is I have to explain to you, this is really important. This is why I shared my story, is that for you to have that change and for you to get that success of a multi six-figure business and seven figures, because my coaching business literally is on about to cross the seven-figure mark in pounds. It's already done it in dollars, but I had to change my identity. And this is a bit that I wish someone told me early on, was that for you to like upgrade yourself and to go to from one thing to another, you have to upgrade your level of energy, your also who you are as a person. So I had to go from a DJ to a solo business owner, and then I had to turn myself into a marketer, and then from being a great marketer, well, good marketer, to a multi six-figure business owner, I had to learn systems. So this is basically the journey I've been on and the kind of identity I've had to become, basically, because this is going to be the very same for you. Every like these guys here, all these people that I've met, like these guys are all marketers. And even though they're big business owners, you have to learn marketing. You have to become a marketer. So then eventually you have systems and then people to run them systems for you. So I want to actually show you another proof element. So I generated 600K with just me and one VA. And after that, I started building a team and started my agency again. But this is a screenshot from my Stripe. You can see this. The reason why it goes down here on the right is because I realized that Stripe charges you a lot. So I started doing more bank transfers and, you know, I started opening getting a few more incomes from different places as well. But I started another agency. I've got more Stripe accounts as well if you wanted to see that. But this is the main one that I wanted to show you. So you can see from 2017, it here was literally the biggest growth was within the 3 years, which is what I'm showing you. So how did I take my agency online coaching business from 25K to 800K in 3 years by leveraging the audience attraction system? So this is what it is. The old way is this: sending cold emails, DMs, doing really little content, short form content. Maybe you're doing TikToks and reels and stories, or maybe you're trying webinars and just sending them straight to cold traffic, or you're even trying relying on SEO blogs. There's no system for you to nurture the leads. You're literally just getting posting content and you're just hoping that people will just come to you, expecting people to buy straight away. That's another big thing that I've seen. That is the old way. People just are not like that. The buying behavior has changed a lot. Selling low ticket courses and hoping that to get, more sales. And you're grinding away for hours. Like I've seen some people doing 40 hours per week. When I really first started, I went through this process. So completely understand. But this is the old way of doing it. Now, what is the new way? The new way it's a mixture of a couple of things. And this is what I figured out. So, which has worked really well for my businesses, is you need to be doing organic and paid. Both of them together work really well. You can't just rely on one these days. Having weekly content, it doesn't mean that you have to be on the content hamster wheel all the time. You need to be doing one long form content. The thing is that people need to spend time with you these days because the trust level is so low these days that they need to consume more of your content. Google actually did a study where they actually said that people need to consume about 7 hours of your content before they get into the buying stage. So the other new thing is learning about conversion tracking, having a CRM, email system. Retargeting ads are really important to build trust, and selling mid to high ticket is always, I found, to be much, much better than just low ticket. Low ticket is really good to just liquidize your ad cost, which is literally the future of advertising. And then the system gets you leads on autopilot every day. I've got leads coming in every single day into my business, and I literally just work 3 to 4 hours each day. And that is the new way of doing things. Now, let's go into the mistakes. This is the biggest mistakes most people are doing. They have no sales mechanism. They have no authority in the industry. There's no focus. You're just jumping around, the shiny object syndrome, trying different things, trying to just do it all yourself, not asking for help. There's no way for you to measure it, and then you have no lead automation. These are the biggest mistakes I'm seeing that's happening in the industry. And I actually went through this process, but this is why I showed you all them pictures and stuff. You can see like how I built my authority in the industry, how it helped me to meet so many people, and then building systems, measurements, and leads coming into your business is very, very important. Now, here's something that I wanted to share from a mentor of mine, Aaron Fletcher, and basically this. So I'm not claiming this to be mine. This is actually his. But I thought this was really good to explain to you. Now it depends where you're at. If you're struggling at the 0 to 10K mark, you need a lot of proof. You need proof to get to the next stage. This is what helped me massively. As I showed you that slide with loads of testimonials on it, that was one of the biggest aha moments for me. Was building testimonials was a massive game changer for me. It helped me get out that 10K mark into this around the 20, 30K mark. And when you're into this section, you basically need to do a lot more promotion. And obviously the next stage after that is all about processes. Obviously, I've not reached these top two stages yet, and I'm on my way there. But I just wanted to show you this because at the bottom, you're probably frustrated, you're selling one-to-one, little time to invest. But then after that, when you lack marketing systems, and then once you have that, then things grow rapidly. But I wanted to show you what are the strategies that you need. Literally at the first, if you're in the 0 to 10K mark or below it, sorry, it's all about proof. And I just wanted to show you that. So what is the system for the multi six-figure business? Now, I'm going to go through this pretty quickly because I don't want this video to get too long. We're already like 15 minutes in, it's a bit longer. So the whole system itself, to build a multi six-figure business model, there are actually quite a few stages. Now, I'm going to only cover one aspect, which is my audience attraction system. But then obviously after that, there's also a sales system. Then obviously you need to get good at delivery, which is like, how do you deliver the courses or the transformation that you're giving people? Then, of course, this last bit here, which is really important, which is retention and resell. So building an MRR, meaning monthly recurring revenue, which is really, really important. So obviously in this video, there's only so much I can go into, but I wanted to go over one of the most important bits, which is what everyone wants to know, which is how to get leads and how to book appointments. So that's where the audience attraction system comes in. So this is something that you've probably seen a lot, is like cold, middle, warm. You may be seeing all this stuff around there, like cold audiences. One of the big things that we do in the audience attraction system is to utilize this. So we use a lot of videos. Videos are awesome. It's really, really good to nurture content, nurture people. So you basically start off with this section in the middle, getting people through video because it's very, very cheap. And then you get them into your world and you start nurturing them. And then you have like sales mechanism, which is basically doing either like webinars, challenges, that kind of stuff. But it all starts off with the audience attraction, which is attracting the right kind of people into your world. So it's really, really important to do that first. So this is like a roadmap for you to see how to do this. So firstly, you need to really get good at not good at, you need to know exactly who you're after. Then you need to have a good message. Now I'm going to go into like step-by-step process for you in a minute, but I wanted to show you the actual overview of it. This is how you go from point A to point B. Obviously in this video, I don't want it to be super long for you, but I wanted to show you like step by step what to do and how you can get there yourself as well. Now, I'm going to go over the main bit, how to get leads and appointments. So this is what it is. So this is the 7-step success formula. Now, when I go over this, a lot of things are going to click in mind. You're gonna see exactly where the missing parts are for you, and I'm hoping this bit's going to be very, very helpful for you. So, firstly, which is really important, is customer research. Is if you don't know who you're after, if you don't know exactly what their needs, fears, wants, and goals are, if you don't have no idea of this bit, there's no point doing much else, because this is where people mess up. They will skip this bit and then they'll just jump straight into like trying to figure out doing Facebook ads and things like that. But you need to understand who you're going after, and it's really important what exactly do they want, what their needs and fears and stuff are. This Once you get this down, then after that you should be going into the next step. But if you have no customer research, you literally are pointing the other way and shooting. But once you know who you're after, then you can go into like the ad side of things. It then becomes very easy because you know exactly what their pain points are. You know exactly who you're after. Like for me, obviously I did a lot in the martial arts industry, but for me, I knew exactly how many members they wanted, what exactly their pain points were, and things like that. So it's the same thing for you on whichever niche you're going after. Then after the Facebook ad is when you go into like targeting. Targeting is super easy these days because Facebook, well, it doesn't matter which social media platform you're using. They're getting so advanced with AI that it's become quite easy to do this kind of stuff. So you just basically pick your demographic, and then afterwards you can start optimizing and stuff like this. But to start off with, you just need to just pick your age group and gender really to start. And then once you do this, you can get amazing results. Like this is a client that worked with me a while back. When you start running ads properly, you can get results very quick. So Ed got like 11 grand within 4 weeks from just running ads. And I believe he only ran, like, I think he only spent like £300-400 on ads as well. So it was a great, great return. Now, once you start running ads, this is where you can start going to advanced stuff like retargeting, split testing, but you don't need that at the start. Like when I showed you that roadmap earlier, you can see retargeting came quite towards the back. But to start off with, you just need to make sure you're going after the right people and your offer works on the ads. Then, of course, after that, once you have that kind of thing, then you use landing pages or lead forms, whichever it is on the platform you're using. You need to capture people's data, because this will allow you to contact them. You'll be able to like nurture them. Nurturing is really, really important these days. I think the days are gone where you can run an ad and just hope someone's going to convert pretty quickly. Then after this, after you run you have a landing page, then you have a thank you page after it. This is where you can offer people like extras, get them to buy something or take the another step. Definitely highly recommend that. Don't just leave them hanging there. Give them something, give them a next step. Makes a big difference on finding the really warm and hot leads. After that, notifications. Really important to know this bit as well. As soon as you get a lead, it's really important that you should contact them very, very quickly, because leads these days, meaning like people online, they forget very quickly. So if you ever ran ads in the past, you'll know this bit. But if you haven't, it's something that you will get to know. That when you get a lead, it's really important to get in touch with them within 15 minutes. And then after that, having automations to warm the lead up. And you can do this with lots of softwares these days, CRMs and all kind of things out there that will get you a text, and also will text the person that's come through as a lead. So it's really important to have like a live campaign, like a tracking sheet and a CRM. You need these tools these days. You can't really get far without this kind of stuff. So once you get a lead, like this is you want to have like a Google Sheet. I love Google Sheets just because it makes things super easy. You can see when they're booked, when they show up. If you're doing phone calls, whatever it is, it's a very, very good, easy way to start. Then obviously later on you can go use, things like High Level and all these kind of softwares there are these days. So one of the other aspect that you need to understand when you're doing this kind of thing is understanding how much each client is worth to you. Because when you go in the world of paid ads, you will have days that your ads won't work. But you need to know that, okay, if each client is worth 2,000, 3,000 pounds, for example, then when on the quiet days, you will know that even if you just got one conversion from that, you're still profitable. It will allow you to like leave your campaigns on for longer. The algorithm works in this way. When you're running ads, there will be quiet periods because it's trying to go and find the leads for you. This is where most people mess up because they'll switch their ads off, and don't do that. So you need to understand how much is each client worth to you. It's really, really important to work out. So it's very easy to do. You work out average how much they're worth per month, and then how long they stick around for, and then you multiply it. So if you charge a package or if you charge monthly, it doesn't really matter too much on this, but as long as you can figure out what each client is worth to you, it's going to help you massively when you get down the route of doing paid ads. And this is exactly what Richard, one of my clients, did. As you can see, when you know what you're doing with this kind of stuff, you can get insane results. Like you can see what it equals to nearly 500,000. And this is like when they've been working with my agency, and also he's been through my coaching program as well. So you can get some crazy results when you understand paid ads. But the thing is that what's changed these days is that you need organic content with it as well, because people's trust levels are so low. For example, you watching this video with me, I'm obviously sharing results and stuff, but I guarantee you that you're going to probably look me up and see if I'm legit or not in some way or form. Now, this next slide is random. I get it, but there's a reason why I'm showing this bit. Now, I imagine you know who this is. If you don't, it's very unlikely you do, but it's very unlikely you don't know who this is. But if you don't, anyway, Kim Kardashian is big TV star, but she's a billionaire. Let me ask you this question. Do you know what she sells? Now, hopefully you're saying herself, the brand, people follow her. So she can sell anything. She has loads of different businesses. Now, why I'm bringing this up is, like earlier, personal brand is really important these days. This is what we end up doing in step 7, which is basically creating a nurture sequence. Email is very, very important these days. You need to be using email. It literally makes life so much easier because people open emails. But the thing is that you need to be sharing your story. You need to be sharing who you are as a person, your results, and be there regularly sharing good value stuff. And email marketing has a massive ROI. It literally does, because once a person comes into your world, sending emails is free apart from the autoresponder cost. And then you need a nurture system. This is the other aspect that I've noticed. Like, as you can see here, I've got a Facebook group with 1,400 martial arts school owners. This is how I did it. This is how I scaled my business, because I started growing my group and then I was emailing regularly. So in that group, I was doing lives, I was sharing content, but that might sound like a lot of work, but it wasn't. I was only like posting twice in a week in there, and I still managed to get conversions. So there is like a system itself to how to do Facebook groups. Obviously, I don't want this video to go too long, but this is a mechanism that you need to be using. Email and Facebook groups are very, very powerful. And that's how I did it. So that is pretty much the lead gen process. That's how I did it. That's how I've done it with lots of clients. And this is exactly the process that you need to be going through. If you want to get that multi 6-figure mark, you want to start having them consistent 10, 15, 20K months, this is exactly the route that I did it, and a lot of people have. Now, this is a client of mine. As you can see, when they started, this is their diary full of like booked appointments, and before it, as he says, it was blank. So it can make a massive difference. Now, again, just showing you the overview. This is the path. This is the audience attraction system. Again, you see, you figure out who you're going after, your message, your lead magnet. Obviously, you have sales scripts, content machine, really important, but then the retargeting. But as you can see, you don't just jump straight into content, which is what everyone does. You have to follow this path. Once you get this all the way up there, it literally becomes a system that you switch on and off and you get clients quite easily, really. Now, I wanted to go over some quick questions that I get asked. And before I do that, let me just show you, this is exactly what I meant about proof. Have a lot of proof out there, showed results to people. This is exactly what I did in this industry. I actually became really good at what I was doing, and I just started showing more proof. That was the reason how I broke past the 10, 15K mark easily. So big tip there for you. Now, when you have a system, this is what happens. I now only work 3 to 4 hours each day. I only work Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So Mondays and Fridays are pretty much free. People are messaging me nowadays, asking for about my service. If I need more clients, I just literally just switch on the ads. And I literally only have 2 coaching calls per week, and they're 1 hour each. And the rest of the time, I can do what I want: travel, go to the gym, upgrading my skills. So I do watch a lot of courses and go to mentorships and stuff like that. DJ, obviously, you saw that bit. Visit family and friends. When you have a system, it makes your life so much easier, so worth doing, and so worth the time putting in. Now, questions that I get asked all the time, and I thought this will be really useful for you. So when you first start building, you have to build an organic system first. You don't just jump straight into paid ads. There's some industries, some niches that you can do that where you just jump straight into ad, but because of the trust level being so low these days, people need to see the organic stuff as well. They need to see that you are real. Like if you go and search me online, you'll see that I'm on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, all these different places. You can see that I'm legit. So it's really important that you need to have that aspect. Now, how much time does it take to make this system? Now, on average, to start off with, you probably spend about 1 to 2 hours per day building the system out. But then after a while, once the system's built out, you literally only do a few hours per week just maintaining it. So, you put the effort in first, and then it becomes a system. Literally, this is why I wanted to show you how this system works, because you have to go through the process, but it literally is night and day, the difference between not having this and having this. So will this work for your industry? I've done this in a lot of industry. Obviously, I specialized in the fitness martial arts industry, but I've tried this in all types of businesses. And once you figure this kind of stuff out, it's all about human psychology. It's all about knowing what people want and then just giving them that. So it does work. An online business, obviously, I've done it for myself a lot. Exactly the thing I'm showing to you. But to attract clients is not hard. This will work for any kind of online business that wants people. But if you want to scale your own coaching business, you want to take it to that 10 plus K per month with 70% profit margins in the next 12 months, then click the button below and DM me, because that will take you to basically either Facebook, or you'll be able to DM me the word system. And depending on where you're watching this, just click the button below. And if you're interested in my help and me showing you exactly how to get that kind of result, like the way I have done, and I've done for a lot of clients, it'd be awesome to chat to you. So I hope you found this video really helpful. I've tried to not make it too long. We're about nearly 34 minutes in, but that is the actual system that has helped me. And it's exactly the system that will help you scale. It's very different to what everyone else is doing out there. Video marketing is the way the future. Makes things a lot cheaper as well. So anyway, interested, DM me the word system, and I will speak to you soon.